Everybody, today we'll be doing fixed and working capital. Okay, first of all, I will talk about the meaning of fixed capital. Okay, fixed capital means to make investment in such assets where the company, the business will get the benefit for a longer period of time, at least that is more than 1 year. So that is fixed capital. So business has to think about the project or those kind of assets where they are getting the benefit for more than 1 year. So to make investment in the fixed capital is also known as capital budgeting, as we have already learned, and to make that investment in the working capital, that is in the short assets, isn't it? Short term assets. So working capital means, as we all know, that it comes from cash, which is easily converted into cash. First cash, then we talk about cash in hand or cash at bank, and then everything is stock, debtors. Okay, in the liquidity form also we can consider all the current assets, isn't it? So that is after making the that investment in the current asset, that is known as working capital. Okay, so these were the meaning of fixed and working capital. You can refer the textbook for your explanation to write the definition of these two. And I am going to talk about the factors which affect for the requirement of fixed capital. So how the business will think about making investment in the fixed capital. First one is nature of business. The business has to think about what the nature is possessing, whether it is manufacturing concern or it is trading concern, isn't it? If it is manufacturing concern, then definitely they need higher requirement of fixed capital, isn't it? But if it is trading concern, they don't have to manufacture anything, in that case they need a less requirement of fixed capital. Likewise, we can think about another factor, that is scale of operation, whether the business is large scale or small scale. It matters a lot. If it is large scale, then they need higher requirement of this fixed capital, isn't it? If it is that small scale business, then definitely we can say that they need little amount of investment in the fixed capital. Another one is choice of technique. If their business is definitely it is a technological based, advanced technological based, then they need higher requirement to make investment in the fixed capital. And similarly, another point is there, that is technology upgradation. So if they are thinking about to change their business totally technology based, or we can say that example you can cite furniture, and then another is computer based, isn't it? Digital based business they are having, means they have to upgrade that in a frequent manner, and they need to make investment in the fixed capital. And another one is growth prospect. If the business is having the growing prospect in the future, they have to make investment, further investment for the growth opportunities, then they need to make higher requirement to make investment in the fixed capital. Another one is diversification. If they are adding lines of products or varieties of product they are including in their business, isn't it? They are flourishing the business, adding more branches, isn't it? Adding more product line. Then in that case, they need higher requirement of fixed capital in comparison to the business which are not adding their lines of business. Now another one is financing alternatives. If they have got the opportunities of getting lease for the requirement of the fixed capital, then no need to buy the fixed capital in that case. So they need less requirement of making investment in the fixed capital if they are getting lease facilities. Another one is level of collaboration. When the business are collaborated each other, they are they are exchanging their facilities each other. In that case, they need less requirement of fixed capital, isn't it? So these were the thing where you can understand that whether it is higher requirement of fixed capital or there is less requirement of fixed capital in the business. So similarly, we can come to the point about the working capital. Some points are similar, but the answer will be different. Like, see, factors affecting the requirement of working capital. I have written here working capital. Now, first one is nature of business. First one is nature of business. Now, nature of business, when the business is that of trading concern, then definitely they need less requirement of working capital, isn't it? In comparison to the business which is manufacturing concern. In manufacturing concern, because they are manufacturing by themselves. Their operating cycle is lengthy. So in that case, they need amount of cash in their hands. So in that case, they need a higher amount of working capital. So another one is scale of operation. The higher the business, the more requirement of working capital will be there. Another one is business cycle. As we know that business cycle is depend upon that it's a boom period, or another one is which period? Business cycle, boom and depression, isn't it? So when there is boom period, they are having more amount of profit, more cash availability, everything sufficient in numbers, so they need less requirement of working capital. But in case of depression, they need higher amount of working capital. Another one is, here you can say seasonal factor. The seasonal factor, it comes about lean period and off season or on season, isn't it? So in that case, if it is off season, if the season is peak, that is on season, so there will be less requirement of working capital in comparison to the lean period, that is off season. They need higher amount of working capital. And the one is production cycle, isn't it? Production cycle is same as operating cycle. I have been talking about operating cycle. The lengthy will be the operating cycle, the more requirement of working capital will be there, isn't it? Then comes credit allowed. When the business follow the liberal policy of credit facilities, then they need higher amount of working capital, because when credit gives by the business means they need time to get that data should be converted into cash. So within that period of time, they need to have some amount of cash, data, stock, isn't it? So higher amount of working capital is required. Now credit availed by the customers. When the customers give, that suppliers give credit to the business, isn't it? If that kind of facilities is getting by the business, then they need less amount of working capital in comparison when the business is not getting credit from the suppliers, isn't it? Operating efficiency, when the business operate in an efficient manner, when their data turnover ratio, stock turnover ratio is up to the mark, then it seems like they don't need to worry about that keeping a larger amount of working capital, isn't it? Now another one is availability of raw materials. Since if the raw materials are easily available in your locality, means they don't have to keep that much of working capital in their hands in comparison to the business, where the business has to hunt for a longer period of time to get that raw materials. Now another one is growth prospect. Similarly, when the growth prospect is more, then the business should have the higher amount of working capital. And then is level of competition. So in level of competition, when the business has to think about competing, isn't it, to others, means they need higher amount of working capital. Inflation, when there is a rise in the prices of everything, goods and services, then business again it needs higher amount of working capital. So in this way you can compare whether the business will need the higher amount of working capital or not, isn't it? So in this way we are going to finish our chapter from today. Thank you so much.